is running out. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done, it's about what you're doing. It's all about where you're going, no matter where you've been. Let's go.
Yo, we are so back. And as of course, it's yours truly, Mr. Brookshire, with my main man, Mr. Kyle Redford, and it's the BK Experience. Oh boy. I tell you, I missed every single one of you. OMG. Did I tell y'all I love you? Like, I love each and every one of you out there in my global community. And you know what? Like we always do, it's always good to be able to bring in the words of the day. And the words of the day is always keep your mind focused on the goal. The goal, okay? Always keep your mind focused on the goal, and always keep an intention, everybody. Intention is what's going to move you to the next level, and so will that goal. Look at it kind of like a blueprint in some ways to be able to get you to the next level. So remember that. Keep your eyes on your goals and your mind focused with an intention. I think that's pretty cool. I think that'll help you get to where you have to go. So without any further ado, we're going to just jump straight back into what we need to be jumping into, because, again, our intention on being here, since we talked about intention in the words of the day, is to be able to make sure that if any one of you are out there and you are looking to grow yourself to the next level, either you're going to be a leader or a salesperson. Remember, you're selling yourself any and every time that you step outside your house. No matter what you do, you're selling yourself. And if you're not a leader, you should be. So what we're going to do today, and what we did last week, is we're going to take you into that knowledge to where we're going to wake you up and get you pumped and get you going, because we love you. We love you, and that's why we're here every week live, right here on LATalkLive.com, that is. If you have any questions towards the end of the show, definitely make sure that you're calling in. That's 323-247-7443. That's 323-247-7443. And without any further ado, I'm going to go into my main man, Mr. Redford. What's happening, brother?
I'm doing amazing. Just hearing you intro is just... we wake up just by you.
Oh, wow.
That's all we need right there.
Well, I think they need to feel the energy, and you about to give them.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. I mean, today has been an amazing day. This weekend has been an amazing weekend.
Yes, it has.
With the training, I mean, we're in the N.L.P. master's training and just getting things, the practitioner training, should I say.
Yes.
Learning how to be better people. I always tell people when they ask me, well, what are you in there doing? I said, well, do you know Tony Robbins in a way? And they say, yeah, I know he is. I said, well, I'm becoming a Tony Robbins. And from training with the chiropractor, because he's the guy that gets you the certs. He's the guy that gets you the information to be able to go out there and increase your profits and your mind. Okay? So, let's just jump straight back. I love you, man.
I love you too.
Let's just jump right back in, because everybody, make sure you get your pens and your pads out. This is a note-taking time for you. I have my notes to be taking notes, so I want each and every one of you out there to make sure that you got notes down on your computer, because you want to make sure that you have this. And remember, you can also find the archives right here on LATalkLive.com, and then you can also see the archives on Love923.com. That's Love923.com. Keep your eyes on that as well. So, without any further ado, let's take it right back into the situation. Last time we were here, we were talking about, 5 principles for success, because we want everyone to be successful out there and to really find what they're here for. And to be able to make a lot of money out of it while changing people's life, that's the goal, we hope.
Absolutely.
That we want to install anyway, if it's not.
Yes.
Be positive people. So, know your outcome. That's where I think we last left off.
Yes.
Was it taking action? Whichever one. Let's just jump back in to review and then back into the text.
Absolutely. The very last thing we talked about was before you start out on anything is to be clear about the destination you're going in.
Right.
And what we talked about is imagining if you had a goal, of course, and let's say you were a ship, and as a ship you're going out to sea, but you have no coordinates, no destination, you have no captain, you have no crew, you have nothing guiding you.
Right.
What happens to the ship? The ship doesn't actually leave the harbor. It probably crashes in the harbor.
Right.
And yet, again, we know that a ship that actually has a destination, a captain and a crew, coordinates, will get to its destination 9,999 times out of 10,000.
Wow.
Which, if you think about it, is a 99.9999% success ratio, and I think we would all take that.
Yes.
So with that 99.999% ratio, you could take that to the bank and that's actual money.
Wow.
So the very first thing we need to know is know our outcome. And we talked about that last week. And to know your outcome is to be very specific about what you want.
Okay.
Is not to have your energy scattered in multiple directions and not able to pick the specific thing you're going to do.
Okay.
Much like a plate spinner, or even a plate spinner who's going to end up spinning, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plates. That plate spinner has to focus his time and energy on one plate at a time to build a momentum with that, such that it's moving on its own and it's creating success on its own before he can leave that plate to another plate.
Right.
So we want to focus our energy on that one thing. So what is the one thing that deserves your attention? I would like to suggest it's the thing that you're good at, the thing that you love, and the thing that can get you paid.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Some people are focusing on things that they love, but they're not going to get paid.
Right.
Or some people are focusing things that they can get paid that they don't love, so it's not sustainable. There's never a momentum that is going into that's ever going to really create anything.
Right.
So we want to focus on what can get us paid and then what can also be something we love. Now, Brookshire and Kaya, both of us, we would absolutely love it to be something that can also transform the planet.
Yes.
Something that is good for the planet, something that's good for other people, something that's ecological. What do I mean by ecological? I mean good for you, good for your neighbor, good for the community, and good for the world at large. So, but that's up to you.
That's up to you.
We want to impart on you that you're going to do things that are legal, moral, and ethical.
That's what we hope.
And that you love and that you can make money at. So the very first thing we started off with last week was know your outcome. Knowing your outcome, we want to know specifically what you want.
Right.
And then we asked you, where are you now? So that you can get a real point A to point B.
Right.
And then after that, we did something very powerful.
Okay.
We did something very powerful. I want to share with you the story of a gentleman. I don't even know if maybe you know this person. His name is Roger Bannister. Now, Roger Bannister, back in early 50s, he was the first man in recorded history that ever broke the 4-minute mile.
Right.
And prior to that, the thought was it's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
The thought was it's impossible. I think it was even written in medical journals that for a man, for a human being, to run at the pace that would break the mile in less than 4 minutes, it would put the heart under such exertion that the heart would literally explode out of the chest cavity.
Wow.
They used to tie runners to horses to make them run faster, so I guess we had a different way of looking at things.
Sorry, wrong one.
Yeah. Oops. So it's different. So he didn't buy into the theory that it couldn't be done. What he did is he visualized your goal. He stayed up every single night and he visualized. He saw himself breaking the 4-minute mile. He was in the body, looking through his own eyes, running down, in the Olympics, winning the gold and breaking the gold medal. And he did that again and again and again, much like Jim Carrey.
Right.
Jim Carrey, another person, sat at the top of Mulholland Drive, visualized that he was a star. When he came over from Canada, there was times when he went to all the auditions and they said, you're too tall, you're too skinny, you're too white, you ain't funny, you're not good looking enough. Right. They give him all the reasons of why he would never be a star, and all the rejection, and again and again and again. And he went to the top of Mulholland and looked at the stars, and he would not leave the top of Mulholland Drive, even though barely his car could even get up to the top of Mulholland Drive. He would not leave the top of Mulholland Drive until, looking at the stars, he believed again that he was a star. And of course, then you know the story with him where how he wrote the $10 million check.
Right, and kept it in his wallet.
He kept it in his wallet, and that check, actually, the expiration date on that $10 million check was 4 days away from the date that he actually got paid $10 million for the movie Ace Ventura, and that was written prior to him even being a name.
Right.
So he visualized. We know the art of visualization, the power of it. Okay. So having known your outcome, you're going to see through your own eyes yourself having achieved your outcome. And by the way, Brookshire and Kai, we're not going into the wooey stuff.
Right.
This is real. This is real. This is not pie in the sky, law of attraction, nice, cute little, vision boards and this. This is a different thing. This is real science.
Yes.
When you see something completed in your mind, your body, your cells are listening to your body. Your whole body is listening to it. Your whole body buys into it's really happening. Why?
Right.
Albert Einstein said that the mind cannot tell the difference between that which is real and that which is vividly imagined.
Right.
Albert Einstein said the mind cannot tell the difference between that which is real, what happens real, and that which is vividly imagined. And we know this because we've studied. We've seen what happens to sprinters on a treadmill.
Right.
We see what gets fired off in the brain when they're on that treadmill, and then we've had them sitting down in a chair, visualizing, running, sprinting, And the same things are happening in the brain because the mind cannot tell the difference. So when you see it as real, your body feels it as real, it changes you. It makes you into this unstoppable goal-getter and unstoppable goal achiever.
Okay, so
now,
let me ask you this before you jump in. Now, because of what you just said,
yes,
how important do you think it is to be able to watch what you're putting in your eyes and listening to, because you are visualizing things? Because, I mean, does everybody, let me get this, are people really in control of what they're thinking?
Yeah, so a great point. The bottom line is we're visualizing what's happened in the past.
Right.
Believing that that's going to be how it is now.
Right.
And that's how it's going to be like forever. We can pretend. You can pretend to say, oh, no, I don't do that. Hey, I focus on my goals. You know, if you have been struggling for years and you really get real with yourself, and if I got a tape recorder, for instance, and I attached it to you, and we were to record your dialogue that you have in your head and what you're saying about what you can't do and what's not possible and what shouldn't. In your privacy. And we recorded that.
Friends, family.
And it recorded, and then we went and played back in a 24-hour period all the things that you said. Let me ask you, be honest with yourself, how much percentage of the things that you're saying to yourself in your brain would be negative self-talk, the things that I can't do?
Now, when you say percentage, what kind of percentage range is that? Is this between 1 to 10? Or is it 100?
Between 0 to 100%. How much really, if I recorded your internal dialogue, the things that you're saying, your self-talk in your own brain about what you can and what you can't do, out of 100% in a 24-hour period, would you agree that most people that you know, if they were to be honest, that they would probably, we would see that 80%, 70% is limiting.
Wow, you're right.
It's negative. It's limiting, and you want to know how to see what that result is. You don't even need to do the test. You just have to look at one thing.
What's that?
You just look at one thing, and that would tell you where your self-talk is. If your self-talk is really the preponderance of it, the most of it is positive. You would know by your results.
Yes, that's a big.
Your results in life would be a reflection of your self-talk. So if your results in life right now are not where you want them to be, that's an indication that something is happening in the brain that's focusing you on doing the process of not. Okay, here it is. This is interesting. You're either becoming successful and yet you're seeing results going that direction, or you're not. If you're not becoming successful, don't think you're not doing anything.
That's a good point.
You're doing the process of not becoming successful. You're doing something else.
That's good. Repeat that again.
If you are becoming successful, you would see benchmarks. You would see yourself progressing. If you liken it to the gym, you would see yourself, let's say if it's a man, you would see yourself getting more muscular.
Right.
And maybe your waist getting trimmer. You would see yourself in the mirror transforming. As your bank account, you would actually see your bank account growing. You would see your assets growing, and you would see your debts diminishing.
So basically,
that would be a reflection.
So change is always
happening.
Okay.
So you're either progressing and seeing those results, or you're not seeing those results. What I'm saying is, if you're not becoming successful, some people think I'm not doing anything.
Right.
I want to suggest to you, for your mature consideration, you can just wear this hat, that you're doing the process of not becoming successful. You're still doing something.
Right.
You're still actively involved in creating something, whether it's not success or success. Now, we can go back to this. We choose, right?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
We talked about the visualization. Seeing your completion of your goal, whatever that is, as if it is complete. Make it compelling, make it bright, make it vivid. This is what Roger Bannister did. This is based on Albert Einstein's work. This is based on Oprah, based on everybody that's ever done anything successful.
Right.
They saw it. They saw themselves on stage winning the Oscar, winning the gold medal. You know, they saw themselves as Olympians. They saw themselves as world champions. Professional sports, all the top champions, they do active visualization. Even when you see a person gentlemen. I'm speaking like I'm from England because I used to live there. Hello. I'm not in England right now.
England.
I've got to speak like I'm from... Yeah, I am American, but I lived in England for years.
Right.
A basketball player, do you notice that they do this? They do this
Little
a few times before they shoot the ball.
Right.
What do you think's going on? They're visualizing the ball going in the basket. So visualization. So we've got to the visualization part. We want to take it to the next step, which is 2.
One thing on visualize, because you had mentioned vision boards.
Yes.
Now, people have vision boards. Now,
yes.
Is it good to be able to have those things on there, or do you feel that there's another level to, like, because it works, but is there another level? Is there something missing if you're not, like, what's the next level? Should they be in it, or should they just have the things that they want?
First, can I acknowledge the host, Brookshire, of this show? You know, I might be the talent. I might be co-host. I don't really know. I might just be expert. I want to acknowledge Brookshire because really Brookshire is really here to help all of you on a tremendous level, and he's doing tremendous service. That question alone is huge. He asked a question about vision boards. The secret, if we've seen it, you know, I worked with Bob Proctor, Michael Beckwith, Jack Canfield before I got into this thing that I do now, which is neuro-linguistic programming and timeline therapy. When I worked with them, everybody was watching the movie The Secret, the Rhonda Byrne book that turned into the movie. They were all on the Oprah show. We all know about that. And then they all went out and created vision boards. What's interesting, I met people that had watched the movie The Secret 365 times. I had watched people that turned their whole house into a vision board, and nothing changed. And I asked myself, what the heck is going on with that?
Wow.
Now, I want you to know something. If you've created a vision board or something that you put on a wall, it's out there, and you're looking at it, you're seeing all these things that you want, okay? There may be nothing really wrong with you looking at those things that you want for the first day, 2 days, 3 days. But there's 2 problems. When you're looking at something that you want and you don't get it or don't have it within a certain amount of time, it then turns into looking at things that I'm being reminded that I don't have. Now, after a month, 2 months, you start possibly, I'm not saying this would be you, it would be you would know, that vision board can end up becoming discouraging in a sense because it's a reminder of the things that you don't have. So I like to think of visualization as more powerful because with visualization, you are in your mind seeing yourself in the experience, in the car, in the house, in the winning the championship. You're visualizing. You're not. I want you to understand, this is not some foo-foo stuff. Oh, he wants us to close our eyes and sit still and meditate, visualize. What kind of baloney is this? No. You are the mind. Albert Einstein said the mind cannot tell the difference between that which is real and that which is vividly imagined. You are sitting, you're visualizing yourself there. Your body believes you are there. You're creating cells of recognition. You're creating an awareness about you of who you need to be, how you show up, how you stand, how you walk, how you talk when you're the CEO of the company. So you're building that inside you, and then while that's being built inside you, you're projecting that outside you. When you project that outside you, you show up and people notice. Wow, there's something about this person.
That's right.
So that's the difference. Now, the second piece, the vision board, is a lot of people are not in their vision board. I will repeat it. A lot of people are not in their vision board.
So what do you mean?
Means there's stuff up there, but you're not in the picture with the stuff.
Mentally not in the picture, or not like a cutout of me saying,
your cutout of your face and body is not, in most cases on vision boards, the person that is the person that's accumulating this stuff is not actually their face, their body is not in the picture. In N.L.P, we've learned that we install in your timeline, in your future, we create a goal where we insert a goal. You have a goal, a vision of you winning the gold medal or you in this mansion. We put you in the mansion. So you see yourself in the mansion, okay, experiencing it firsthand. Then we step out and you see your body in the picture. So you see your body in the picture. The mistake most people are making with vision boards is they don't see themselves in the vision board. All they see is these things that they don't have. But when you're in the vision board, you are in the picture with the items. That presupposes those things are yours, or
Right.
you're borrowing them for a day, and maybe not all of them. You'll borrow them and you'll own them. So
Right. That is interesting. That is okay. So we got that. So y'all understand that you need to make sure that your faces is in those big houses and on those planes that y'all got
Right.
and those trips. Put yourself in the vision board. And again, what I love about that part is, when they're not, their hope is deferred. And even
Yeah.
for all my believers out there, y'all know it says hope defers can make the heart sick. So, when you're putting those things out there, don't psych yourself out. There is a continuing process. So it's always about getting that next level of education.
Yeah.
So within that, the next level of education, let's talk about taking action.
okay,
Because that's what's needed.
this is big.
Yes.
In the work I do, actually, we've just had a weekend, Brookshire and I, N.L.P certification.
Yes.
We call Quantum Leap now. It's our signature course.
Yes.
It's an N.L.P certification where in 9 days you change your entire life.
Amazing.
You get the same knowledge that the Oprahs, the Richard Bransons,
Yes.
the Obamas, the Tony Blairs, the Clintons, they're
That's right.
all NLP trained.
Yes, they are.
Okay, you can research it online. A lot of the most successful CEOs, leaders in the world
Yes.
have been heavily trained in neuro-linguistic programming. In fact, Oprah got one out of one a few months ago.
Right.
Richard Branson, and so forth. So we know.
And can I just say really
Yes,
quick?
and by the way, Brookshire as well. Another very successful person, NLP trained.
Yes, I am. Well, can I just say again,
Yes.
and maybe I've said this before, and I'm going to continue to say, we thank you for being able to be that vessel, because that's really what you are. You are that vessel to get that information out. And I've personally seen this man change my family's life down to my mom and my aunties, when they came into town, really made a difference with releasing some blocks to be able to let them grow. Because that's really what neuro-linguistic programming is, quote unquote, NLP, is about releasing that block. So therefore are those weeds that are holding you back so you can be like an amazing garden. And so taking action is a part of getting rid of those weeds. So how are we going to be taking action?
So let me share two things on that. NLP is getting rid of those blocks as well as timeline therapy, the two things we do.
Right.
And it's also creating states of excellence.
Yes.
So creating NLP basically, if you were to ask someone or if you were to talk to someone and they're like, NLP, what the heck is that? You would just say it's the study of human excellence.
Yes.
That's the bottom line.
Bottom line.
Making you the best you can be at whatever it is.
Yes.
Now, when we get to taking action, I'm going to share with you taking action, and I'm also going to give you an opportunity to take action.
Okay.
Two things.
Okay.
We are having an event on September 29th at the Pasadena Hilton.
September 29th, right?
It's on a Saturday.
Saturday.
It's 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay, 11
So
a.m. 2 p.m.
You can still, do something Friday night.
Right,
Okay. You can still go and have dinner Saturday night and have fun Saturday night and so forth.
Changed.
It's 11 a.m.
Right.
September 29th, Saturday.
Okay.
11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Pasadena Hilton Hotel.
All right.
It is the tickets are $119, but because of Brookshire and this experience, we're taking $100 off.
Wow.
So
did y'all hear that?
$19.
$19. So for all of y'all, LA Talk, all of my fans, LA Talk Live, just remember, and this is extended to all of my Love 92.3 fans as well. Anybody that's listening to the sound of my voice, whenever you hear it, definitely if you do this before that time frame, $100 off. Make sure you contact us if you want to be able to know how.
Yep.
Definitely, you can even hit us up here.
Yep.
Facebook, definitely Facebook, Brookshire,
Yep.
Lafayette, Kaya Redford Experience, or Kaya Redford. You can go to his Facebook and definitely Twitter,
Yep.
Brookshire 123.
Absolutely.
Hit us up. Let us know you want to come, and we can
Yep.
get that set up.
Yep. Actually, what I want you to do too, I want you to give a call to Rosemary, and I want you to mention that Brookshire sent you.
Yes.
So that you can get that discount. Okay?
And Rosemary is your assistant.
And Rosemary is my right hand.
Right hand.
And the phone number you reach her on is 310-871-6191.
310-871-6191.
310-871-6191. And say you're RSVPing with you and your guests. So it's $19, $100 off. So it's only $19 for the price of or the investment of going to see a movie that is just going to most of them waste your time. You can change your life in 3 hours for $19.
Change your life in 3 hours. So what we're going to do really quick is we're going to go into, I'm going to say a couple of things, and we're going to go into a commercial plug.
And we're going to talk about taking action.
And then we're going to take action as soon as we come back.
Yes.
Everybody, again, we are so live right here at LA Talk Live. I keep saying LA Live Talk. LA Talk Live.
LA Talk Live.
Everybody. And again, make sure you're checking out Kaya Redford on KayaRedfordCoaching.com.